Hello, I'm Shaun Thomas, and today I'll be going over the assignment 2.2-9 and the contributions I made towards our project. Uh, so my contribution to the project was pretty much updating the code to save images of each pixel that was used to draw the arcs, the border of the arcs, and then these images were then saved into a folder called frames, and then another member of the group uses those PNG pictures to create the animation video. So if I just go ahead and start running my code. So what this is going to do, it's going to create a frame or photo for each time a pixel is drawn for the border of the arcs. If I go ahead and just stop it, you'll see this frames folder is created, and then there's all these PNGs. If I'd let it keep running, it would have gone all the way to 4,500, I think, something like that. Then these PNGs are used inside the Blender software to create the video. So in addition to the PNG frames being saved, I also helped update a function to first delete anything inside the frames folders if it existed, if in case you already had like a previous session and you want to get rid of all the old PNGs, as well as to create the frames folder if it doesn't exist. And then now I'm going to display the video of the animation. So as you can see here, you can see the borders of the arcs being drawn, and such that happens because each frame is saved with the new pixels, and then when you add them all together, it looks like it's being drawn. So then now I'm going to go through the code and explain my contributions to it. Um, so the first thing I added was this frame counter. Um, and essentially what this is used for, it's pretty much just used to help name the files and the PNGs so that each PNG has a unique name so that to avoid any PNG being overwritten by a new file that has the same name. Um, and then I also helped by modifying this draw fractal arc function by passing the image down to it so that the function knows which what pixels need to be drawn in the PNG. I believe this is a buffered image object. So this draw fractal arc is modified everywhere it's called. So right here as well. And then right here is the function definition for draw fractal arc. So you can see it's a buffered image once again. And then I help modify this function. And then I also move this image logic to save the image down here as well. Previously, it was at the very end of the entire function, which would save the entire completed photo. But by moving it here, we can save each image as pixels being drawn for the borders of the arcs. And then once again, we use those images to create the video inside of Blender. So right here, this image.io.write takes the image, turns it into a PNG, and then creates a new file that has the zebra stripes name, plus the frame counter to make it a unique name, and then the PNG um, extension. And then the frames counter is updated so that the next frame will have a unique name. And then there's a exception handler right here. And then once again, another addition that I had was helping create the um, logic to if a frames folder doesn't exist to first create it. So right here, if it doesn't exist, we log to the user that's being created, and then we have this boolean term if it's being made. And if it's made, then we'll log it's been created. If it's not, then we'll raise an error. Or it's not raise an error, but let me know that there is an error. And then right here again, if there already is images inside the folder, we want to delete them so that we don't have um, multiple files from different sessions. So we log to the user, we're deleting the old images, and then we get all the files from inside the folder. And then if there are files in there, we want to get all the files that are PNGs and delete those files, and then log to the user that all the images were deleted. So overall, that's all the contributions I helped made for my team for assignment 2.2-9.